All right, hey y'all. So today I've got a wig install, a very detailed wig install video for you guys using this beautiful hair from Alipearl Hair. So if you are interested in how I melt my lace and slay my wigs, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so we're just gonna hop into the details of this install. So first, I always wear a cap that's like the brown color. I do not wear this white or light colored cap. I try to match my skin tone because to me it just blends a whole lot better than the white one. So yeah, so this hair is from Alipearl. They give you some how to care for the wig and how to wash your wig, just some general tips on maintaining the integrity of your wig. And I have a 26-inch body wave wig. It's 180% density and it's the 370 lace wig. So you are able to wear this hair in many different ways. You see the lace all the way around the wig, so you can pull it up in a high ponytail, or you can part it way to the side. Pretty much wherever you see that lace, you are able to do something different with. You are not confined by any weft. So your creativity, you just get super creative with this wig, and I absolutely love it. All right guys, so I'm going to be taking it super slow with you guys, especially this is for my beginners. So you're going to get your wig, you're going to cut at the seams. If you don't have this, then just kind of skip over this part, but I cut at the seams just to open it up. And then I'm going to tint the lace. All I tinted with was just some Milani foundation and a bit kabuki brush. Flip it over on the inside and then just kind of, put the foundation on the inside of the lace. Super easy. Next, I'm going to pop this wig on my head just to see how it's looking and just to see how it's feeling. And then I'm going to start cutting the lace. So I'm going to point to you where I'm going to cut at, which is going to be two little slits right where my pinkies are, just making like a flap on the, like in the middle. So I'm going to do this in 3 sections. So one slit there, one slit there. And then I'm going to take my eyebrow razor and cut as closely as I can to the hairline, you guys. I wear glasses and I have horrible vision. So I really just do the best that I can with this process, but be careful if you are not comfortable with using the razor. Don't just use the scissors. It's fine. Just get as close as you can. So next I'm going to take my freeze spray and do 2 layers of this. So I sprayed it once. I'm going to blow dry for about 15 seconds and then I'm going to spray again and then I'm going to blow dry again for another like 15 seconds. And I do my best to not let that freeze spray drip because that's a lot less cleanup you have to do. And another thing is I never wear my makeup before. I never put on foundation. That's why you guys always see me with a plain face before I put my wigs on, because to me the cleanup process is just much easier to just do it bare face, bare skin, and yeah, I don't have to do all that stuff. So I am just pretty much this is the part where I'm melting the lace to my skin. Of course my knots are not bleached, so keep that in mind. However, it still ends up looking good. So you're just going to pretty much just lay your lace. I do a combination of using the rat tail end of my comb, and you really want to get the very tips of that lace right there where I'm holding back and kind of pressing down, the very end right where your skin and the lace meet. That is what you need melted, ladies and gentlemen. It took me a while to figure this out, but that is my biggest tip that I can give you. So you do a combination of just, laying that down and blow drying and pressing it down. And here is just my ear tabs. Ear tabs are hard for me. Sometimes I get them right, sometimes I don't. I think it just takes practice. But you just start small. Whenever you're cutting anything that deals with hair, just start small. You can always take off more, but you can't go back and add. So keep that in mind. So yeah, so next I'm going to just take my razor again, take the lace off, and then do another combo of freeze spray with the blow dryer, then freeze spray and blow drying, and then using the end of my rat tail comb to really melt the lace down. And you guys, this takes me quite a while when I am taking my time. So it took me maybe 15 minutes or so. I was really tired this day. It took me like 15 minutes to do this. It took me a while, and I blow dry for like ever because I think I just sit there and start thinking about things. But yeah, I really make sure it is not going to move. Like this wig is not coming off my head, so I want to make sure everything is nice and dry before moving on to my next step. So again, just making sure you are focusing on the very end of that lace where it is meeting your skin. And also another tip is taking the comb, and you know, the hair is you're using hairspray, so the hair is going to get stuck. Just be gentle and just take your time, like I said, with, you know, just letting the hair loose a little bit like I am right here, just combing it back and just really taking your time. I also do a combination of putting some hairspray on like the tail end. I put it on my table and I just dip my end in the hairspray, and that's what I'm doing right now to just get those targeted spots that I've missed. And this is how you should be looking. So yeah, so this is after I have done everything. Y'all, I'm so tired. I'm so tired today. But anyways, and this is how the hair looks down. This hair is freaking gorgeous, y'all. Alipearl always does it. Always has some of the best hair ever. It's always beautiful. It's always full of body. The quality of their hair and their wigs, just all of it is just, it works. I didn't have to pre-pluck this hairline. The wig just came ready to go. I just had to do, you know, just put my own little touch on it. So before I get into how I want to style it, here's a tip, you guys. I follow these people on Instagram and I save them in my like little save thingy or whatever so that I can go back and reference. And that's how I teach myself. So as far as doing my baby hair, I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing. So I start in the middle. I take a very small section and a very thin section. I use my eyebrow razor and take some hair off. And in my opinion, the shorter the hair, the easier it is to lay and the more natural it looks. So yeah, so I'm going to take another piece, but in between, I'm gonna skip a little section right there, and then I'm gonna lay this piece as well. So I'm gonna cut it with my razor. I'm gonna cut it as short as I possibly feel comfortable with cutting it, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of setting lotion and I'm going to lay it down. So I've just started using like setting lotion on my edges, but I try not to use too much setting lotion because I don't want the lace to, you know, come undone, because it's just free spray. It's not like it's bold hold or whatever. I haven't used those type of adhesives, so it could possibly come up if you use too much, in my opinion, because it's happened to me. So yeah, another key point I want to make out when doing your edges, which I just kind of like realized this year, was you want to make sure your hairline, your edges, your little swoops and curls are going over the lace. So it's kind of like disguising it and blending it. So if you're putting your edges, like your designs or whatever you want to call it, like exactly on the lace, it's not going to flow right, in my opinion. So I try and do it a little bit over and I'm good to go. So once I've done that, you guys, all my edges is laid. All my edges are laid and I'm set, ready to go. Like my hairline is exactly how I want it to be. I add a little bit more of this Lotta Body setting foam, and then I'm going to use my rapid strips and my fine tooth comb to set it. So I'm using a fine tooth comb because it's just easier for me. It just gives me a really good, like, it's pretty much molding the hair. So I kind of go overboard with the foam when like setting my hair, and then I'm gonna take this wrap strip and I'm gonna fold it in half and I'm gonna place that right right on my edges like you see me doing here. I'm going to tie that up, and then I'm going to take another wrap strip and I'm just going to leave it like as its regular size and put it like the rest of my head, and then I'm going to blow dry it down. Or you can leave it, but this is typically when I go do my makeup. As you guys can clearly see here, I look so much better. But yeah, this hair is beautiful, edges laid, ready to go. I could walk out of the house just like this, you guys. But I'm gonna do a little bit more to this hair. So I'm gonna just take my wax stick, and then I'm gonna take my hot comb. If you have one wig or two wigs, get you a hot comb. It's gonna be your best friend and your best tool, and it's gonna give you so much more of a natural outcome than like not having one. This hot comb I got was like 20 bucks on Amazon. I will link it down below for you guys. So it definitely helps. And then I'm going to take a little bit of hairspray and spray it over the wig. I do not spray it directly on the wig. You just want everything to keep looking as natural and as soft as possible too. And then I'm going to take my powder from MAC. This is the Studio Fix powder, and I have mine in NC 45, and I'm just using that to really define my part. Also, I prefer to use powder over concealer just because it's just more natural. Next, I'm going to take this bronzer from, this is Fenty, and this is a step that I notice a lot of people don't do, but I do. But because I apply bronzer like to my skin and it doesn't always get like in my hairline, I put the bronzer in there as well to make it blend like more seamlessly. I always see people that have a really like you know how you can like see their line where the lace is and their skin is on their forehead. I just use bronzer to just kind of blend it all in versus using my like actual face powder, because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me because I bronze my skin. If I didn't use bronzer, then I would skip this step, but since I always use it, then I just go ahead and kind of apply it over the baby hair as well. So yeah, here you guys, self-explanatory. I'm just taking my wand curls and just adding a few in the front. I'm leaving it in for about 5 seconds and then letting it go and just pulling the hair through. Last but not least, this is a huge step in making everything just work and look as natural as possible, but lifting those baby hairs off of your scalp, ladies and gentlemen, off of your forehead gives you such a more natural look. They just kind of look like they're wispy and, you know, just kind of like they're just more natural. So yeah, that's the last thing I do. I hope this video was helpful, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for all my beginners. If you guys have any questions, anything, comments, anything like that, or any video suggestions, please let me know. I will put all the links to this hair, to this Alipearl wig, and everything that I used in this video down below. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.